check to see if that's Mike live. Yeah, Mike's live. Okay. Do, do, do. Hello, chat. Hello. Hey man, how's it going? It's going. Hello. I came here from TikTok. You were pretty amazing and wanted to drop by. Hey, thanks, Nervin. Oh, Nevin. Yeah, not Nervin. Nevin. I'm terrible. But thank you. What is your duty, brother?
The orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces, and they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Clever of the damned orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machine.
Hi, Death Flag Magnet!
Pilot, report.
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We're losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. Find another way down.
Aye, Captain. Thunderhawk Lancer 12 returning to launch bay.
This is your plan.
We need to get to the surface to take out the gun battery.
First time. Must people say Nevon or worse, Nevon? Ah.
Is that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Try to keep up.
Sweet, OG Space Marine. Yeah, we're preparing. I get to play the game early tomorrow. So, tomorrow, I will be doing Space Marine 2 all day. Because I was a good lad, and I got my Halo 4 done, my Halo 4 video done. So the rest of this week is goofing off with Space... Like, the rest of the month is goofing off with Space Marine 2. Played through the campaign for, like, all the streams and such. And then go from there. And note, I have avoided all gameplay of Space Marine 2 because I know some people I know that some people are playing it right now because they got early review codes. God, I wish I got early review codes. Anyway, any idea about what time tomorrow? So I know for the UK, it comes out at noon in the UK, which is about 5 a.m. my time. I won't start streaming till about like 10, 11 a.m. my time. But my wife, who is awesome, who's like super fucking ultra awesome, is gonna wake up like early, because like they wake up to alarms, I don't. I'm the worst. They're gonna wake up early tomorrow, like 5 a.m., open up my computer and download it for me. And then, like, by the time I'm awake and everything is said and done, I should be able to play it.
Get off my ship,
Space Marine! Yeah! Let's go! Fucking Ultramarine! We Space Marines is dead on! Yeah, tomorrow's plan is to get the Blood Angels video out in the morning. And then after that, all day Space Marine 2. Dude, it looks fantastic. You're gonna love it. Watch the stream. It's amazing. I know it looks amazing. I'm so fucking hyped, dude. But at the same time, like, I'm keeping my expectations low. I did see Bricky say that gameplay feels smooth and good as fuck. The story is as cookie cutter and boring as Space Marine 1's. And I'm like, yeah, that tracks for a book about Space Marines or a story about Space Marines. It's very hard to make Space Marines interesting. But can't wait. I'm just upset I have to wait till 2 p.m. to download it. Yeah, like I said, my wife's gonna wake up early, like 5 a.m., and open up my computer and download it for me. So hopefully... You're fine, walk it off! I've been avoiding all the streams and TikToks of Space Marine 2 like the plague. Yeah, same. Doesn't release until 2 p.m. in the UK for consoles and 5 p.m. for PC.
Come in.
I thought...
shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros, but I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left.
I read that it came out at noon.
Still fighting.
Heading toward
Are you
the
doing in
front
solo
lines
or with your
now.
team? I'm going to be doing solo because all my friends are unable to play this game early. Well, you know what, Brumahosen? We will see tomorrow. Also, yes, indeed. Wow. Yeah, they're fine. I think you can download early, but can't play until 2 p.m. We will see. Okay, yeah, my main complaint about this game is that the only color was brown and gray with very little blue. I'm checking when I finish work at 5 a.m. to see if it's up. Nice. Hello!
Access authorized. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
This one. Hey, boys.
Gentlemen. Yeah, no, I'm excited for Space Marine 2, but I am also... I kind of called it that the story would be meh. Because this game's story was also meh. The best way to put it is that, like, it's a Space Marine battle book. It's like a popcorn flick. You don't come for the story, you don't come to have, like, deep, poetic thoughts about it. You come for the spectacle. I'm so powerful, I killed them with my brain. Don't report me to the Inquisition. You come to watch big guy shoot smaller guy with occasional breaks for talking. Yes, dude's full of it. They want every story to be like Last of Us. Not everyone wants some sad sob story.
Are you wounded?
The Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a
You're alive, aren't you, bitch?
Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I looked at its rules for guidance.
We all do.
Gulliman's sitting in the fucking corner. Gulliman's sitting in the fucking corner, seething, angry. Pop Leandro's head like pimple. Every example of what's wrong with the Imperium. Right there. Yeah, I did a review for Space Marine 1
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communication.
in preparation for Space Marine 2. And replaying through it and having like a more critical eye with it, it was...
Keep firing! Keep firing!
It got really stale at some points. Hey, I saved this guardsman. Let's go, buddy. I'll take the lead. You hang up behind me, buddy. Come with me, guardsman! Jackson the guardsman! Hell yeah! No! No! Jackson! You sons of bitches! I'll fucking tear your arms off! How dare! He was gonna live!
You have saved us.
Rest in peace, Jackson.
You saved yourselves.
Rest in peace, buddy.
We would be, my lord, if not for the lieutenant.
Where will we find this lieutenant?
At the front lines. Follow the trench network to the lieutenant's command.
It's longer than the average guardsman.
Rendezvous with Sedona's. We'll find this-
Ah, Big sad.
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
You guys got this.
Remarkable. A few hundred against 1,000,000 orcs. And they fight on.
I hope Leandros has been executed by Gilliman or Calgar for his treachery. No.
I can't feel my legs.
Sadly, he's a chaplain now. He's a fucking chaplain. That was my emotional support, guardsman! Fuck!
Captain, I'm in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
You lose them for 1 second, and they fucking die! Ah!
Despite alien incursion, delinquency is an affront to the
Big sad! Are you being serious? How does he become a chaplain? I don't know. We'll have to find out when we play Space Marine 2.
Keep you busy.
And then, hopefully we can cave his fucking skull in.
I've saved some orcs for you. The orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake. But typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it.
Oh my god, these orcs are cunning but brutal.
This day is getting interesting.
I may have encountered the orc during our jump to the surface.
That was the orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. He survived.
If the horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under his control.
genetic scan
Yoink.
Adeptus Astartes. Weapons authorization confirmed.
Through here.
Kill every last one!
That'll do her. They're also brutal but cunning. When you make the trenches like kilometers long, but you don't have the manpower to fill it.
Target that squig!
They died the same.
Look out, dropship!
Alright, gentlemen, I want you to form a pretty good firing line, and I'll huck grenades.
Hello.
Oh, who's this? Oh, hi.
I see you're playing Space Marine 2 in preparation for, or Space Marine 1 in preparation for 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it.
Dropship incoming!
I think I got the edition where it just comes out on the 9th.
Yeah, unless you pay 134 CAD, you're getting the one that comes out on the 9th.
I'm not that desperate to play it.
I'm the 40k guy, so I need to.
It's your job.
It is my job. I am a slave.
So it's a job you enjoy, so are you really a slave?
I mean, there's people that enjoy enslavement. They're weird. But they missed chance to make the Invader Zim joke of, who are you? I am. I am.
Who are you?
Inside, but the door's sealed.
Remember, kids, even a guy who made a comic called Johnny the Serial Killer can get a cartoon at Nickelodeon.
Space Marines.
Fucking Richard Horvitz is one of the best voice actors I've ever had the pleasure of knowing, or just growing up with.
Fuck, he was Zim, he was Daggett from Angry Beavers.
He was Billy from Billy and Mandy.
Ah, yes.
Hold the line.
Oh, fuck. You guys, I have tons of jokes in the Halo 4 video. I'm so excited for you all to see it.
He was also, I can't remember his name, but he was the evil wizard for Skylanders.
Captain Titus.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm all that's left.
Yeah, I just can't remember his name.
Unless my
Greetings, Cadians. How's the planet do?
so far they seem
Oh.
content to stay put.
Man, this well-deserved vacation was great. I can't wait to get home. What? Lieutenant Mira is my favorite character in this game.
Assault, and as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
Come with me then.
I never had the
I should
pleasure of
warn you,
playing
my
Space
lords.
Marine, so I'm
We've got a slight orc problem, Dan.
kind of glad you're playing it.
She appears, like, constantly throughout the campaign. And, like, people are like, she's so cool, she's so badass, because, like, she rallied what's left of her regiment to survive and fight back.
What do you know of
And then I play through the game, and I'm like, she is here for such very little amounts of time.
That was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost
And we don't get to know much about her unless you go out of your way to find the audio logs in this game.
across the rail bridge behind the gun complex.
And even then, that can be summed up as, get your shit together! Get it in a bag! Get it together! Basilisks!
Field manual stuck on bloody
I'm just thinking of the SpongeBob clip. Put it in the bag! Put it in!
More
Sir, you're
character
standing the
development
wrong
for
way.
Mira. More character development for Mira. Put it in the bag! Sir, other way. Oh, thank you. Put it in the bag! How you playing right now? We're playing on normal. Don't touch my guardsman! You touched Jackson! You took his life! You took my emotional support guardsman's life! I'll take all of yours! Sir, what about the Titan? Hey, Jackson's memory comes first! I saved a guardsman that's supposed to fucking die. And then he got cut down, like, not 5 seconds later. Oh. It seems we have found the rare orc specimen, Mr. Warphead. He has phased through the ship. Don't worry, I have the perfect solution. Oh, I can't even grab him.
Oh.
Well, that's, gave us a final jiggle as it died.
I fucking love ragdoll physics.
This 2011 game shows its age every day.
Dude, I was playing back through Gears of War, like, the original 360 edition.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, I remember it being, like, one of the masterpieces that shaped my childhood. And then now playing it, I'm like, oh my god, this game is clunky as hell.
Oh yeah, no, when you go back in time, it is a... Oh boy.
You're sitting there going, how did I beat this game?
That's just it. You didn't.
When is it easier to play? That's the trick. It is.
It's why you play the remaster, which actually fixes all of its problems.
Yeah, like fixed a lot of its problems.
Me and my brother, when we played through the original Gears of War in preparation for Gears of War 4, we made lots of jokes about how we were insurance agents from like Switzerland, and insurance company would never cover it. And every time we cut through a door, we would scream insurance company.
Fucking Trigun that shit.
Yep. Oh no, insurance company will never cover this.
I am actually kind of excited because not only is Space Marine 2 on my bucket list of things I'm really loving, it's also Gears E-Day that's about to come out.
Yeah, oh god, when that trailer dropped on the Microsoft show, oh fuck. I felt
like with the first few seconds, I'm like, okay, dark and gritty, got it. Alright, so what's this going? And then I see like, then I see the locust, I'm like, wait, what? And then finally saw the cock symbol on the TV, I'm like, no fucking way. No fucking way.
And then you see it's Marcus, young man Marcus.
And they're like, wait, what? No.
John DiMaggio? Bender?
In some cases, Joker?
I am,
Which he did play a good Joker.
I think he was okay in the Red Hood movie. But, my favorite, so, I don't know what, like, everyone's opinions are on Gears of War 4 and 5. I like Gears of War 4, and I like the beginning and the end of Gears of War 5. I don't like the middle of Gears of War 5 that much, because just, like, backtracking a lot.
Gears 4 and 5 weren't bad, as everybody says it was.
Did people say Gears of War 4 was bad?
When it first came out, it was a large majority of people pissed off that JD was the main character, not Marcus.
Oh, boo the fuck who?
My point was, the war has been over for fucking years. Obviously, Marcus is not going to be the main character anymore.
Yeah, I like Gears of War 4 and 5. I love old man Marcus. You get the bitter, angry Marcus, you make it gray and make him an old man? Hell yes! I love that they had an entire section where if you destroy all the tomatoes in his fucking garden, he just goes on a rant. I fucking love that. I just love the non-caring attitude he has. And then Gears of War 5 just went even more into it. And it made it even better, because he was just like, Foz, right? Yes, sir? Shut the fuck up, Foz.
But, yeah, so 4, I remember a lot of people complaining that JD was the new main character. Then after that whole nonsensical fucking...
I know a lot of the, people that are afraid of women, complained about playing as Kate in, Gears of War 5.
I found it very interesting that they connected Kate to Queen Mira.
Yeah. And then you had to play, like, a Gears of War, like, XCOM game to get, like, more of that story. And find out who her dad was.
Which I never actually got the chance to play the Gears of War XCOM game.
As far as I was aware, it was okay. But, like, I didn't even know it existed. Like, that's just poor advertising.
Me neither. Like, because, like, whenever I looked at the Xbox Game Pass when I first saw it, I saw Gears Tactics. I'm like, huh?
Oh, what classes is everyone playing? What classes are there? From what I remember, and I'm going off, like, the Marine types that I actually know, there's the Intercessor, like the regular tactical Marine, the Heavy Marine, the Assault Marine, which is Jetpack Marine, oh my god, why am I forgetting its name? A Blade Guard Veteran, which is a Marine with a sword and shield, a Phobos Marine, who's basically like your scout, and then there was a sixth one. What was the sixth one? Fuck, what was the sixth one? Shit, I don't remember. Hold on, so I have my artist working hard on my thumbnails, and I sent him reference sheets. Hold on, I can find it. I'm smart, I can do this. No, not you.
Are we talking about Space Marine 2 or this one?
Space Marine 2. Classes.
There's Tactical, Assault, Vanguard, Bulwark, Sniper, and Heavy.
Thank you.
I don't know the technical
Thank you.
names.
I can actually tell all of them. So, Tactical is supposed to be your Intercessor. Assault Marine is your Assault Marine. Vanguard is supposed to be your Phobos Marine. Bulwark is your Blade Guard Veteran. Sniper is supposed to be your Eliminator. Like, it's still like Phobos class, but like they're an Eliminator in the rules. And then there is the Heavy Intercessors, which are basically like your Heavy Bolters and all that kind of stuff.
Captain.
Okay.
We will deal with the orcs down here.
Cool. Whee! Stick to the high ground, Captain. We'll deal with the orcs down here. You mean that I will be dealing with them after you guys don't do shit.
Yeah, perfect NPC logic. Yes, we'll be right behind you. Is also 30 feet away, letting you do all the fucking work. Oh, and with Alien Romulus coming out, there's a lot of people wondering how Space Marines for 40k would handle the Xenomorphs. My answer is
Xenomorphs are just Tyranids.
they would just see them as Tyranids, yeah.
Like,
Just
if you want
a
like
little
an
bit
actual
of a-
comparison, Gene Stealers.
Like, yeah. 'Cause Xenomorphs only gain traits from their larvae form based on what their host is. Such as like the Predator. Or the Xenomorph Predator.
Okay, I'm going to admit, like, a massive sin here. Like, probably, like, a massive nerd sin. I have not watched the original Alien movie.
You what?
I have not watched the original Alien movie. I watched 2 and I watched 3, but I never watched the original. I know that's, like, how dare you kind of, like, sin right there. But yeah, like, I have never watched the original Alien. I want
it like
to.
you were just, was it just like you never had the time, or was it just like you never got the chance?
Never both. It was a mix of both. It's either I never had the time, or when I was going to, the chance was robbed from me.
Okay.
So, like, I know, like, I know the entire plot. But, like, experiencing it for yourself is, like, a massive thing.
Okay. So, Namus Gullet just asked if you've seen the dreaded Ultramarine movie. Yes, we have. It was actually a stream a while back.
Yeah, I streamed it because GW doesn't give a fuck about it. I am amazed that that video, that stream, remains up on YouTube to this day. I watched that movie unedited on my PC, my copy of the fucking film,
That rock delivered the orcs right into the gun fortress.
and it was awful. Oh my god. It is a movie that makes no sense. It physically hurts to watch.
Well, wasn't it like a game that was supposed to be happening before, like, no, wasn't it a movie that was supposed to happen before the game or during the game?
Nope. It came out and I think like 2010. Don't quote me on that. It was written. You know what's even worse? It was written by Dan Abnett.
I'm sorry.
Like one of the Games Workshop writers, the guy who practically like wrote tons of the books and fluff for like Imperial Guard, Titans, all that kind of stuff. He's the guy that wrote my favorite Horus Heresy book, Know No Fear. And he wrote the Ultramarine movie, and I'm sitting here like, dude must have been having either a fucking off day or this was like, this is a paycheck.
Fortress is swarming with orcs. Clearing this place.
Ultramarines, December 13th, 2010. The day God died. The day God said, you know what? I'm done with the Sins game.
Let's start a new world.
Well, we failed there. They made this abomination walk away.
Actually, it's more like God was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break for a while, and forgot to close out the game.
It's that one JonTron clip of him leaving. John, come on, we just started. There's a lot to see in this life, and I'm not wasting it here. But yeah, like, the entire plot of the movie is some Imperial Fist fortress comes under attack, and an Ultramarine captain, a tactical squad, a apothecary, and a land speeder go in to help relieve the Imperial Fists.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
I want to repeat that. It is a Black Legion invasion of a Imperial Fist fortress, and they send in a squad, an apothecary, a captain, and a land speeder.
Not the reasonable,
And they
support
make
fleet
it
that you would think.
they make it abundantly clear that this is the tactical squad's first mission. Because the apothecary says you are all on disciplined levies. Or like something in that vein. And I'm sitting here like, then why are you deploying them against the Black Legion? What the fuck? What is wrong with you? And so, the captain, who is armed with a chainsword, by the way, a chainsword, along with the squad, who is only armed with a heavy bolter and a flamethrower and bolt guns, deploy on this planet, and I swear to God, 30 minutes of this movie is them walking. I cannot stress this enough. 30 minutes of this movie is them walking. And by the way, the CGI looks worse than Reboot. Genuinely.
Yeah, and I know some people will be making the comparison, oh, so it's like Lord of the Rings. But the difference between walking in Lord of the Rings and walking in this, Lord of the Rings actually had something interesting going on.
Yeah, and had like music playing and everything, like to show you like the grand scale of the world. This is just like, it's a desert. That we put up dust particles so that way you guys can't like see the fucking skybox that we made.
Or the edge of the fucking map for this one scene.
Yeah, and like fucking, they get to the fortress. It's very obvious the fortress is fucked beyond measure. Because they find the gate. And the gate has, like, tons of Imperial fists stapled to it. In, like, the 8-pointed star. So it's just like, situation's foobar, guys. Situation is fucking foobar. Like, this is where you go back home, you tell your chapter command, yeah, hey, confirm Black Legion on the planet, Imperial Fist Fortress is dead, I don't give a shit. Send more men.
It wasn't like a world they didn't really even care about anyway.
It was like a shrine world. It had no strategic value. Oh, I was so close to death there. Holy shit. Get over here, you're gonna heal me. But yeah, like, oh my god, it was... And then, in the plot, a demon attacks the captain. And the captain, instead of asking for help, screams out to the main character, whose name is Proteus, by the way. I'm sorry, I totally forgot this little shit. Proteus, take the chainsword, he-ya, and throws the fucking thing, and then him and the demon fall out of the fortress.
Now to move the shell into place.
And then, like, everyone's like, so what the fuck do we do now? I say we head back, and the medic tells him to shut the fuck up. The captain's orders were clear. Proteus, the new guy, has command.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sidonis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches...
Proteus!
Now back to the lift.
It is... Oh. And Proteus decides, nah, that beacon's still lit, bruh. That beacon's still lit. We gotta find the survivors. And they find 2 survivors. Cool. It's an Imperial Fist chaplain and an Imperial Fist Space Marine who's lost his goddamn mind.
In other words, chat. 2 people that they couldn't give a shit about.
And, like, admittedly, there's this cool scene where the Imperial Fists and the Ultramarines, like, hold the line against the Black Legion. There's, like, this really cool scene, but totally portrays the Rosarius inaccurately as fuck. And that, like, he screams and it slows down, like, the Black Legion or something. And, like, they shoot them because they're, like, stuck in slow motion. But then the flamethrower guy gets shot down. And, like, fucking dies by blowing up his flamethrower. I genuinely don't know what the fuck happened in that scene. And then and then, like, the captain comes back. The fucking captain. And y'all remember what I said, right? He fell out of a wall. Like, he fell out of the fortress. With the fucking, with the demon? So red flags should just be raised immediately. And then after, like, this fight with the Black Legion, Proteus asks, Captain, how did you survive? And his only answer is, the Emperor protects.
That's like the equivalent of saying, oh, God saved me.
Yeah, no, smarter chapters respond with them thusly. Yeah, shoot him, it's obviously the fucking demon. But then they bring obvious demon captain back, and, like, they're suspecting that, like, the chaplain or, like, the Imperial Fist, like, the crazy Imperial Fist guy are, like, traitors or something like that.
Obviously ignoring the flaring red flag of the captain is not who he is.
Also, they have a flag in this movie, and the flag can detect when chaos is around. And that's just like, why wasn't that sparking when the captain was around? What?
Like, at all?
Like, excuse?
Like, as far as I'm aware, in 40K, demons just don't have the ability to hide their chaos.
Yeah, no, it's pretty obvious when someone's possessed most of the time. To non-stupid people. Let's put it that way. But, so, Demon starts beating the shit out of everybody because, like, it's revealed, oh no, he's a demon, ah! And the demon's just like, yeah, no, we orchestrated this whole invasion, murdered all of these Imperial Fists to have a chance to lure an Ultramarine strike vessel. How's this game so far? I want to get it, but I haven't seen any gameplay. This is Space Marine 1. This is Space Marine 1, not Space Marine 2. It's okay for a hack and slasher. That is what I'll say. But back to what I was originally saying. The demon says, like, yeah, we invaded this Imperial Fist world for a chance to get a Ultramarine strike vessel so I could get aboard it, possess whoever the fuck I needed to, and then we take this ship all the way back to Macragge. And then when I get there, I am going to unleash a demonic invasion. So do you all see the problem with this plan? This is a plan that is so convoluted, it makes the assassination of Padme Amidala look fucking sane. Okay? From Star Wars Attack of the Clones. And that plot can be summed up as Palpatine gets a man, who gets a man, who gets a shapeshifter, who gets a droid, who gets bugs to kill Padme.
Wait, what?
That's to sum up the Attack of the Clones plot. Like the attempted assassination of Anakin's wife, Padme Amidala. That's to sum it up. And this motherfucker, this motherfucker's plan was invade Imperial Fist world to lure out Ultramarines so that way we can possess one of their officers so we can invade Macragge. But guys, gals, non-binary pals, don't worry, for the mystical Warhammer saves the day. Proteus grabs a Thunderhammer and just proceeds to fucking rock the demon shit with it. And boom, movie over. Worst goddamn hour, 11 minutes of my life that I'm never getting back. It is a bad movie. If you want to watch it, go ahead. GW does not consider it at all canon. They don't even list it anymore for purchase. They have scrubbed it. They have scrubbed the damn thing.
Hold the line.
One of the few good things GW has done in their life.
I sit here where I'm like, wow. Also, I remember its budget being like in the millions, but it only made like 90,000. And you know what's even worse? They got big name British actors in that movie too. So I know where all the budget went.
Agreed. Find an exit.
They locked it in the basement like the red-headed stepchild. No!
Yeah, boss, the budget was 8.9 million.
Oh, fuck. 8.9? Holy shit. Oh, God. Like, it was at a time where they were trying to repair the Ultramarines' reputation after 5th edition.
And it wasn't even in the movies, it was straight to DVD.
Very well.
Yeah, it didn't even get a theatrical run. It was only released straight to DVD. And unless you had like an HMV, I think you had to order it.
Yeah, you have to. Because it's not on any streaming services at all. And it's total, like, domestic video sales. You wanna know how much it is?
What?
371,000.
Like, that's total,
That's
right?
how much it made.
Oh, God, is that worldwide?
Worldwide.
Is this call available to sit in while you stream?
Yes, that's why I'm sitting in here.
Hi.
Hi, who's this?
I'm really sick. It's Shadow DJ. I'm on my Xbox.
Oh, no. That explains why your mic quality is shit.
My throat's also fucked 10 ways to Thursday. There's that.
No, I
The Demon's plan made Goj Van Dyer look completely rational and sane.
I want to argue with that, but I can't.
Like, if his plan was to invade Macragge, why not shoot for Terra? Shoot for the fucking moon, guy.
I mean,
I was about to say, he picked somewhere equally as hard to get to.
I just...
Actually,
what the
better yet...
fuck was that film? And,
Better yet, the Demon's plan makes flat earthers look intelligent.
Oh. Demons work in strange and mysterious ways. I feel like he was...
Okay.
Why didn't the Black Legion just invade an Ultramarines outpost? They're invading an Imperial Fist outpost. It's logical that Imperial Fists are the ones that are gonna show up.
So the reason why it's actually explained why Space Ultramarine showed up, it's because they had a contact that gave them the rough area that chapter was supposed to be going through. And their brilliant idea, which
Lieutenant not say these tracks went to the
I don't even know if we call it brilliant at this point, was, hey, we should let 2 or 3 people survive, get a hold of their captain, kill everyone on board, pick up some folks, and go fuck everyone.
Pick up some folks! Let's just go on a little bit of a joyride through the Ultramar sector.
It really is like their whole thought process was, we can just pick some people up, we'll be fine. It's like, pick people up? 2 seconds. I need to think on this. I thought we left
to be somewhat competent.
I thought we left the smoking of the good grass to the white scars. Cause they just make shit go fast. They don't think complicated. Where did this come from? Cause you know Zinch had no hand in it. None whatsoever.
Oh fuck, that's even more of a point. The model they use for the demon is the Demon Prince model.
Yeah.
I could see Zinch just looking at this whole situation going, okay, this is stupid, it's making my brain hurt.
It's probably why it failed. Gotta be honest.
I'm also
the
just
Horn Worshipper came up with that plan.
No, it wasn't even.
I know, I've seen the movie.
I only have like the original DVD. I don't have the Blu-ray version.
Oh my
and
god.
like there's a sick, twisted part of me that wants to find the Blu-ray version and then watch the director's comment and watch the commentary. Like just some
I
sick
think you
part
can
of me.
find that on YouTube right now, actually.
Probably. The movie's been uploaded to death.
Listen, it's one of my favorite animated films from that time period. Like,
I'm
as bad
sorry.
as it was, to me, it was a great watch because it perfectly pointed out how stupid the Imperium was.
I want to argue. I want to, but at the same time, I can't.
Because it really highlighted how dumb the Imperium is.
Wait, also, if I remember correctly in the movie, like when the captain is giving the briefing to the squad, don't they say like there's 100 Imperial fists?
Oh yeah,
on
the
that
Imperial Fist just
planet?
lost a whole fucking
Yeah.
company. Like they say, it's like
Yeah.
it's a whole company of Imperial Fists, and like 13 people are going in to reinforce them. Are you fucking serious, man?
You have
On
a force
top of
big
that,
enough to
on top
take-
of that, it's been confirmed that of the 13 being sent to reinforce, only 3 of them are veterans.
I love the pain.
Yeah, and as you mentioned earlier, boss, like they specifically mentioned they've never been on deployment before. Like, weren't you guys scouts? Weren't you like on deployments before?
No, the only ones out of everyone that have been deployed at all.
Was the captain, obviously,
The sergeant, the captain, and the apothecary.
Yeah.
Who was the squad sergeant again? Was it Proteus?
No.
Who was the squad sergeant?
The sergeant dies pretty early on, if I remember correctly.
Wait, was he the guy in the fucking land speeder?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was because he had a red helmet. He
Oh
was.
my god! Okay, question. What? Wait. Oh my god! My brain is having an aneurysm and so many revelations of how dumb fuck this guy. What the fuck?
yeah.
Why was the sergeant in the land speeder?
Yeah, remember, because they sent out the land speeder out, and then they find both of the pilot and the passenger dead.
Because if you remember the sergeant,
and
the sergeant was on the gun.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Did we all forget that the sergeant was on the gun?
My brain is dying. Oh my
Realizing just
god.
how, like all of them just graduated from being neophytes.
You know what? I figured it out. Why there's only a captain and a squad of Space Marines on that ship. I figured it out. They're the failures. They're the people that the Ultramarines want to die. They're the ones that are just like, yep, nope, they're dumb as shit. Let them die.
Actually, no.
Let them die so they
The
can get
issue
the
is
TC
that those guys were only part of the chapter, and they weren't even supposed to be deployed. They were supposed to be on their way to a different area. They were never meant to see deployment there.
Ah!
Just the driver going, yeah, we can take a detour.
Oh my god, another stupid thing I just remembered from the movie.
Yeah, take a left at the Garden of Nurgle. It's just right over there.
I just remembered something from, like, the movie. There's, like, a countdown that they're, like, trying to, like... The ship's, like, going to jump into warp when, like, the demon's running around. No one thought to tell the ship's captain or crew, like, hey, there's a demon down here. Could you guys, like, not jump
It's
into
not
the warp?
that ship was already lacking personnel to begin with. So that ship was supposed to have a contingency of 50 Space Marines at least, boss. They didn't have that.
This movie just gets more
Yeah, I know,
convoluted
but
and
there's
stupid
still-
by the second.
There still should be chapter
10
serfs.
neophytes.
There should still be chapter serfs and shit on the ship.
They had no Imperial Guard with them.
That makes sense.
They had no Imperial Guard. They had bare minimum Mechanicus if you remember the beginning of the film, when they're getting their seals and stuff placed.
Yeah, I remember.
The ship is skeleton crew. Like, it's...
Also, one scene that really annoys me, it's at the beginning when everyone's getting like in the armory, and there's that one space marine, I forget who it is, but he's carving I don't remember what it was, but
He kills some
shells.
die heretic or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, as someone who works with firearms constantly, you never want to do that to a shell you plan on firing. That's gonna cause so many problems.
You know what's even worse? A bolt round is like a frag grenade.
Exactly.
So, he was actually putting the squad at risk. Hi, hello. Hope you're having a great game. I am. We're having a fun time.
I'm glad they're dead. I'm glad they died.
Not me coming in and proceeding to make the most unholy knowledge known.
I'm glad they died. They did not deserve to be Ultramarines.
I'm
I
the
don't like
40K
Ultramarines
guy.
that much.
I'm the 40K guy, and like this movie was so bad, everything just flew over my goddamn head. Oh, I think the one thing where my brain just completely turned off was when the flamethrower guy was like shooting off randomly in the fortress to give them light, and I'm sitting here like, y'all dumb motherfuckers are wearing helmets, and y'all dumb motherfuckers can see in the dark. What?
Like,
the
I
fuck?
forget, like, because they have a different word for it in 40K. It's called, like, Prey Vision or something. But, like, they have night vision in their helmets. They can see in perfect darkness. And their fucking eyes! Their eyes are genetically modified to see
So
in
the
darkness.
issue with it, the reason is because it was demonic magic darkness. So it's not...
I see. Be'lakor was there in the background going... Ooh, voodoo.
Oh, that explains why. It's Be'lakor's plan. That's why. That's why it all failed.
Be'lakor, always a bridesmaid, but never a bride. The
I
demon.
just want to highlight Gabriel's comment. Okay, upon this revelation, you all take 11 points of psych damage due to the sheer stupidity of the situation.
I'm losing brain cells over this conversation.
Oh shit. Is this Fantasy Flight rules? Because my HP is 0. Does that mean I start taking crits? Oh fuck. Or is this like D&D and Pathfinder rules? I drop to 0. I only get like 1 action.
No, you're on 0. You're on 0 HP, and you just took necrotic damage, so you're just dead.
Ah shit.
I remember, like, I was really new to the 40K fandom and everything at that time, so I thought it was like a really good movie. And then, you know, looking back on it, I watched it like a couple years later. I'm like, what the fuck? Why was this like good to me?
I went down, like, I was a young kid back in 2010. I was a
teenager,
and I thought it was the coolest shit. And then one guy at the club that I go to basically looked at me and said, you know that movie, like, made the chainsword, like, the sole fucking important thing in that movie, right? And that one line of logic destroyed my entire sense of being. He just, like, looked at me and said the chainsword was overly important for no reason.
Oh my god.
And my brain's just like, oh my god. That's all he had to say.
Oh yes, my chainsword will kill a demon prince.
Hey, I've seen a whole squad of guardsmen kill a fucking demon prince, mostly because it took a squad of 10 to murder my demon prince, because I rolled 3 1s.
Oh.
You know what's even worse? It was 6th edition, Demon Prince of Nurgle. So not only it had improved toughness and a feel no pain. It died to last guns.
To be fair, I've had a single orc kill an entire squad of custodies, so
that was the luckiest damn lad.
That was a very
You need
very
that orc
painful
better
day
have
for
made
me.
like his own fucking lore.
I was just rolling so badly.
But yeah, like, oh my god, that movie. I'm very happy that 40K is getting, like, more animations and such. I am very happy about that. Like, yeah, some of them have been really hit or miss. Like, the Yarok animation was like, wow, that's the one
I
we're
love
starting.
Angels of Death.
Yeah, no, like, Angels of Death looks good.
Oh, it's great. It's
I
really
will
great.
say the new Teeth one is good, by the way.
Tithe?
Tithe, Teeth,
It's
however
pronounced
you
Tithe.
want to say it.
It's pronounced Tithe.
Allow that.
It's pretty good.
I want to wait till all the Tithe episodes are out, and then I was going to do, like, one massive binge of all of them.
This is Captain Titus of the Ultramarine.
And then, like, review all of them. I saw like a little bit. Oop.
The first episode kind of continues the ending of Pariah Nexus.
Apparently my TikTok stream is not suitable for all audiences. Oops.
Oops.
We will be there shortly.
Sorry, TikTok. Nothing I can do about that. Doesn't give me the option to list this stream as mature.
Wow. Okay, TikTok.
Well, like the online site doesn't, because like I'm using my Streamlabs to stream this game for TikTok as well. Yeah, so like it didn't give me an option, and I listed it as playing Space Marine.
Which, you know, is a mature game.
Yeah, like,
you would think. I'm probably gonna watch the new Tithe episode as soon as it comes out because I like Custodes and it's gonna be about Custodes.
Oh,
so.
it is out right now. Sorry, I just need to...
Yeah, I've already seen it. It's good.
No, I don't want to play the fucking... I want my goddamn... There we go. Son of a bitch, how do I tag this as, like... Pop out, language, TikTok live.
You have too many icons.
It does not let me on the fucking TikTok thing here. Shit. Well, TikTok, please move over to fucking YouTube, because TikTok's gonna be fucking weird about this. Oh no, there's murder and killing in fucking Space Marine. Man, I wonder if a game with war in it has war.
I'm trying to think of a game. Just this war of mine.
Which one is that again?
It's where you're it's a 2D style game where you're a bunch of people trying to
is that the one
survive.
with the French guy, the French cook? Who, like,
I think so.
Knocks a French officer out with a spoon.
No.
So I just realized my mic was muted.
Oh. Why'd you mute yourself?
Yeah.
I thought I heard somebody knocking at my door. But anyway, no, because I realized that like my mic was muted because when nobody was responding, I'm like, the fuck? Oh.
No, we're all just ignoring you.
But
yeah, we're just ignoring you like you're some kind of cuck.
Hey.
That's not what would happen.
But
that's not what boss stands for.
One of the most
it's a horrible thing.
One of the most outrageous things that because I have a friend who's never seen a single ounce of Dragon Ball media before this event happened. Decided, you know what? As my first dose of Dragon Ball media, I'm gonna watch Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So two things.
No.
Two things.
That's
One,
as bad.
two things.
That-
One, to the cuck comment. So when I went on vacation, I went with my brother and
Oh,
our
no.
friends. Don't worry, it's not anything bad. We get to our hotel, and we have a group chat, so like that way we know where everyone is and everything, and we know what we're doing. We're planning stuff. In the chat, my roommate says, "Dude, I got a cuck chair."
No.
And then my brothers and we were staying in like a Super 8, right? And at some Super 8s, like they divide the rooms with doors. And the door, and my brother was with my roommate, like they were rooming together. And my brother says, "Fuck your cuck chair, I got a cuck door."
Oh my god.
And then Phoenix went a little bit splurgy with us for like our room. Like she went like a little bit above and beyond, and she gave us like the honeymoon suite. And I respond with and thusly, "You guys have a cuck door and a cuck chair. I got a cuck couch."
Couch.
and I'm unhinged.
You are not more unhinged than our friend Skeeth. Than my roommate. You are not more unhinged than him.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, and people call me unhinged. I have yet to make a fucking cuck chair.
But yeah, second. Fuck, what was my second point? Shit.
I mentioned Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yes! Oh, God. Listen, you watch Dragon Ball Evolution for one thing and one thing only. The scene where he slides across the car with his head. That is the only reason you watch that movie. I am totally forgetting there's a power axe over there. 1 sec! I made a horrible tactical decision. I'm grabbing the best weapon in the game.
Tactical decision.
I'm grabbing the best weapon for the campaign.
Isn't there an achievement for like completing the game with just your bolt pistol and chainsword?
No. There's an achievement for carrying the bolt, like the knife, for like through the first chapter.
Oh God.
Yeah, if you never switch out the knife, there's an achievement, and if you never use anything other than your bolt gun.
Yeah, for like his first piece of Dragon Ball media, he decided to watch Dragon Ball Evolution. Not realizing how monstrously bad that is.
Yeah, like, to understand how bad Dragon Ball Evolution is, the director himself, who made all the decisions for that movie, by the way, basically said, "Nah, that's on me. I'm sorry." And genuinely felt awful he did it the way that he did. And, like, properly took the blame where he needed to properly take it.
And
So-
you know what they said afterwards when they finished the movie?
What the fuck?
No, they said, "Man, I can't wait for the sequel."
Oh,
yeah, they still made it at the end too. Yeah.
Wait, he enjoyed the movie?
Yes, he did.
You know what? Props to your friend. He's either playing the long con with you, or he genuinely enjoyed the movie. Which, like, if he genuinely enjoys it, Who the fuck are we to take that away from him?
And then I showed him Dragon Ball and then Dragon Ball Z and Super. And then he's sitting there, rewatched Evolution again, and he went, Can I erase this movie from my memory, please?
Can I die?
No, you have to live with it.
Live with your
I thought
mistakes.
this was- I was like, I thought this was your favorite movie. He was like, that was before my ignorance was cured.
That was before my ignorance was cured. That was before my eyes were enlightened.
Also, I love, in your stream, boss, I love how the guard are shooting you just as much as they're shooting the orcs.
That always happens.
Yeah, but like,
it's just funny.
The fleet is still en route, Corporal. The Ultramarines are here as a vanguard. Cripple the enemy and secure the most valuable.
I see.
But the
I
facility
see.
and its titans remain
Hi.
secure.
All I can say for certain is that no orc has breached this gate, my lord.
But afterwards,
all right, I'm gonna hold that to you. I'm gonna hold that to you, guardsman. And if you're wrong for even a fucking second, I'm reporting you to the commissariat.
I will remember your name.
Your name's Antioch, right? It's Antioch, right? All right, Antioch.
Here we are, my lord.
If a single orc passes this line, you are a dead man.
If I see a single orc in this facility, I am coming back and I am killing you.
What part of it? No, did you not get?
We're not
Come
Ultramarines
on,
today.
man.
We're going full fucking Iron Hand.
afterwards, he asked,
Wait.
is there any other Dragon Ball media that everybody sees as bad but don't want to talk about? I'm like, GT.
GT.
Okay.
As much as I love GT, and I'll defend it as a decent series, but not a good Dragon Ball series.
I can't remember. It was either the Iron Hands or one of their successor chapters. Didn't they come across a guard unit who performed really well, so they rewarded with them by turning them into combat servitors?
I don't remember that. That is something I'd have to go find. But yeah,
it sounds like a very Iron Hands thing to do, though.
How do you know you're super Imperial? Well, your turret's got skulls, and you put a lot of them in a room that looks like a massive church.
That sounds like a Kornite temple as well.
Nah, Kor doesn't have temples. His temple is the battlefield.
But I built a temple for him out of all the skulls I collected.
I was about to say, tell that to the cults sitting on the Hive Worlds.
Yeah, I made a church for him out of these skulls. It's completely structurally unsound, but it exists.
Listen, I built this. Listen. Oh. Titan. Hello.
I will agree with Gabriel on one thing. The best thing out of GT was the opening.
Okay,
The
GT
Canadian
was-
opening, not the American one.
No, not the American one. Oh God, no.
Step into the Grand Tour. Grand. Ah, America. You hurt me physically every day.
The first mistake that show made was not involving Toriyama.
Well, no, they did involve Toriyama. He was on design consultant.
Drogon, Ordo Xenos.
They even so. Also, like, this is actually something that's really sweet. The guy who was tasked with designing Super Saiyan 4, his reaction was, Super Saiyan what? Like, he actually went, huh? Super Saiyan what? And then he was tasked with designing Super Saiyan 4, and he felt so cringe while doing it. And then Toriyama saw what he drew, and Toriyama's like, "This is great. I like this. Good job."
Super Saiyan 4, Return to Monkey.
And then Toriyama drew a Super Saiyan 4 Goku for the artist, and he's just like, "I made my senpai happy." And
then
who are we to take that joy from him?
And now
Return
everybody
the
looks at
monkey.
GT and goes, "Oh my God, Goku and Vegeta became furries."
I genuinely go find it after my stream. Go find DB Sember from Team 4-Star, where they talk about transformations, and Kieran, who was one of their writers when Dragon Ball Z Abridged reached season 3. Absolutely hilarious lad. My favorite thing he screamed was, "I will skin you and wear your skin like a raincoat." But he
forgot about that.
He has an entire segment where he's allowed to gush about Super Saiyan 4.
Squad solidness is on the ground and making
Honestly, as much shit as GT gets, Super Saiyan 4 does look really good.
Oh, it slaps.
Yeah.
And I actually agree with Lanny on this one, because him and Kaiser actually went through the entire series together. Super Saiyan 4 looks better on Vegeta than it does on Goku.
It
I
really
need
does.
to look that up. I don't remember what Vegeta looks like.
He gets very tight pants, but it looks better on him.
Alright,
Also,
to Google
hi,
I
Greg.
go. Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Images. Ooh, yeah. Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks way better than Goku. I think it's because his pants aren't yellow.
They aren't
think
yellow,
because
they
it's-
aren't baggy.
I think it's also because his pants aren't so it's fucking tight.
But yeah, I also agree with Lanny that GT was a show with great ideas, poor execution.
Yeah.
Baby,
Yeah, I'd agree
wonderful
with that.
idea. Baby, great idea. Space Adventure, great idea. Android 18, Android Super 17, bad idea. We're gonna label that a bad idea. It was a waste of time. Evil Dragon Balls. Yes! Oh my god, that is a great idea. And
I was
all the
sad
evil
when they were, because when I first heard that idea, I'm like, given how many times they use the Dragon Balls on almost a weekly basis at this point.
Has it even been a year? It's been 1 year, 6 months, 13 days. Hey, shut the hell up! Fucking,
Great, Krillin died again. Time to wait a year.
I just, God, and then fucking
The
super
Afterlife has
hero.
The Afterlife has a frequent user punch card. Just for them.
They really do, though. Have you not noticed?
At this point,
Which
any
is better,
Dragon
chat?
Ball
I
character-
typically use Twitch more than YouTube, but which is best for announcer of games? I have it both up there, so you can talk in either one. So don't worry, Dano.
What's funny is that at this point, if any of the Z fighters die, I just expect King Yemma to have a green room, just wait over there.
Wait, over there.
Just go hang
You
out
get,
there for
you
a
get
year.
free ice cream on your third visit, says Gothic.
We're actually building a
Really?
Starbucks just for you guys.
Really? You're gonna threaten Krillin's life? His death is a day trip for us and a free ice cream sundae for him. Go ahead. Actually, I'm lactose intolerant. No one's lactose intolerant in heaven, Krillin. That's why it's heaven.
It's okay, Krillin. No one will forget your sacrifice. But I don't want to be sacrificed.
Actually, so a cute thing that I learned, a cute, fun Dragon Ball fact that I learned. When Krillin dies in the original Dragon Ball anime, in the original Japanese dub, the voice actress for Krillin played Yajirobe.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Yajirobe and Krillin, Kid Krillin, share the same voice actress. So after Krillin dies in the King Piccolo arc, she plays Yajirobe, so she has something to do. But then you want to know something extremely fucked?
I'm a psycho. My psychic abilities are controlling the bleeding.
The same voice actor for Tambourine, the guy who kills Krillin in the Japanese dub, is the same guy who plays Frieza
Oh my god.
So, the same voice actor. So, what does that tell everyone?
Same voice actor saw Frieza, saw what he did. He's like, I want to go back for round 2.
I don't want to live on this planet
I'll make sure
anymore.
I'll make sure the Baldy dies.
Again.
Yeah, I that was like a really cute fact, and then Kaiser had to go a little bit further and then be like, yeah, no, the same voice actor that played Tambourine also played Frieza, which just makes it depressingly funny. You know what I thought? You know what I think what got TikTok all up in my business about the graphic content? The executions. Oops. Yo, Drogon, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, this is Space Marine 1.
At least we're not playing Doom with the executions.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that would make sense. That was a lot of blood. Yep. Is this the first Space Marine? It is.
Yep.
If you need a way to tell, if it's not just looking at the graphics, because the graphics are aged. We are not wearing intercessor armor. We're wearing customized Mark 7?
It's Mark 6.
No, Mark 6 is the Corvus.
This is Mark 7, yeah.
Yeah, this is Aquila. Customized Aquila.
Is it not? Is it Mark 7? I thought it was Mark 6.
No, Mark 6 is the Corvus pattern.
Didn't they... I think it was like a month or two ago. Didn't they like announce like where this game falls in the timeline?
They announced
like,
it.
Right.
They announced it when Space Marine 2 was delayed again.
Yeah, it takes place like right after the first Tyranid War, if I remember correctly.
I talked about it.
Yeah.
This game, because when this game came out originally, it was. We didn't know where on the timeline this happened. We know it happened after the first Tyrannic War because Sidonis is described as a Tyrannic War veteran.
Yeah.
But the problem is, the Ultramarine colors we're using are blue and gold, which is the
Second Company.
Yeah, and Second Company was not led by Titus; it was led by Kato. So it led to like this so much speculation about what the fuck is this game.
Kato Sicarius.
When did this game take place? Is it in the 40K universe, or is it like its own separate thing? Basically, it was getting the Dawn of War treatment because Games Workshop just refused to say the games were canon for like the longest time.
I'm sorry, I can't think about Kato Sicarius without thinking about Texas Beach. Yeah.
I love Texas Beach Kato, but I also when you read Dark Imperium Kato, it really fixes his character.
Oh, it really does.
And I will forever be grateful that they made Kato a cynical asshole.
Oh, he's even. Oh, fuck. Which book was it? It was during the Damocles Crusade when he was still a sergeant. He was just a complete dick to everybody.
Yeah, I remember because some officers
Blades of Damocles. Blades of Damocles, that's it.
And officers like so happy, like, I get to meet the legendary Kato Sicarius. Meet somebody's like, that was extremely underwhelming.
Yeah.
Also,
he's like a complete asshole. He gets like half his squad kill too.
The amount of shade Imperial officers and agents throw at each other is hilarious. Amberly Vale, Inquisitor Amberly Vale of the Ordo Xenos, who is like also Caiaphas Kane's lover, she dissed Commissar Yarrick. She basically said he's the most boring bastard ever. All he talks about is orcs.
Forget about that.
Like, holy shit. And oh god, it's kind of like a running gag in my own head, but like, Jagatai Khan is the master of roasting people, and then Mortarion is the master of taking L's. Everyone's like, oh, Mortarion's so scary, Mortarion's so, like, dangerous. And I'm just sitting here like, man gets fucking roasted by Jagatai Khan. Not once, not twice, but 3 goddamn times. Twice.
At this point, instead of a Krillin own counter, there should be a Mortarius own counter.
Yeah, like fucking Scars, the book where like we finally get to see like what White Stars are doing during the Horus Heresy. Fucking roasts the shit out of him in that book. Proceeds to roast him in the next book. And then like when it's the Siege of Terra, Mortarion is like full fly moth demon prince. And he's just like, wow, you're even uglier than last time I saw you. And just proceeds to like fucking roast his ass the entire time they're fighting. It's great. And yeah, like Mortarion nearly kills him, but he still fucking beheads him. Like Jagatai beheads Mortarion. And
It's
like the only
it's like that scene from Samurai Jack where it's the Scotland roasting Aku.
yeah.
Season 5.
But another thing, God. The only win that Mortarion could get was killing Garo. And Garo, at that point, had already been, like, extremely wounded. He was already dying. And it took Mortarion, like, running him through with his his scythe to kill him. And I
What,
just sit here-
Mortarion? I need to go back and reread Flight of the Eisenstein. That's probably one of my favorite ones. I remember for the longest time I just couldn't say Eisenstein, so I just call it Flight of the Einstein.
I called it. I read that book back in like grade 6. And I kept calling it Einstein.
I think everybody did. Oh yes, Einstein. They still remember him 40,000 years later. No, at 30,000, I'm sorry.
I mean, in Angel Exterminatus, they actually make reference to, what's his name?
What did you think it was?
I'm trying to remember his name. Fucking... Ah!
I
He's
think
in
it was Da
Assassin's
Vinci.
Creed. Yeah, it's Da Vinci. But, like, they call him by, like, a weird first name. But, like, you know it's Da Vinci. Percherobo's got a history crush.
Oh wait, also doesn't Malkador have a copy of the Mona Lisa? Not a copy,
No,
but I
he
think
has
it's the
the
original. Yeah.
He's got...
managed to
Malkador's
save the
crazy,
original.
dude.
I remember when I first played this section, I didn't see the notification that I had to go pick up the power source. So I was just running around for 10 minutes like, why won't this end?
I just find it impressive you guys notice the details. I'm still trying to get chapters right. Listen, Gothic Zebra.
When you're starting out early.
I've been in this game since like 5th edition, so like 2008. Trust me, it's a curse knowing everything that we know.
The Inquisitor insisted you could
Because you look like an insane person to anyone you try to explain this to.
We set a rendezvous in Hapsburg.
I mean,
The
you are
amount of
insane trying to explain it.
the amount of useful information I could have memorized instead.
That was my thought.
I
exactly.
can't tell you how to fix a car, but I can tell you several chapters.
I can't tell you how to do anything useful, but I can tell you the entire history of the Raven Guard.
Announcer of games when it comes to cars. Yes. Engine is made of car. Announcer of games when it comes to the power armor. The power armor is a setup.
Just talking about exactly how it functions and how to make it.
Made of holy ceramite!
That's definitely one of those moments when you're just like, of all the books I had to have been reading during those lessons.
All those years in the academy training wasted.
I can't tell you how to do your taxes, but I can totally show you how to do this Yu-Gi-Oh combo that takes 15 minutes.
God, so my favorite meme of all time right now is of Alright.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alright, it's time to look up coping mechanisms and helpful tips about with my ADHD. Damn. So that's how the Byzantine Empire rised and fell.
You weren't thinking about it at the moment.
It got even funnier to me because I did get on ADHD medication finally. So like after being on the medication, I really did notice like a fucking change in like everything. And my brain just went, this just got even fucking funnier to me because it's so tragic. Like how non-functional I was compared to how I am now.
Like your brain actually stopped and was like, wait a minute.
It's not that funny. It's not that my brain stopped. It's that my brain finally focused on what it needed to. So, how to explain this? Everyone's ADHD is different. Mine was like, I had a council of different announcer of games. So, like, there was, like, the painting one, there was the gaming one, there was the goblin who's, like, paranoid that all his friends hate him.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, my therapist called it the council.
Oh, you had the many flavors of you, but which is the one who needs to make the decision?
Yeah, and to describe it, it was like a constant stream of my voice yelling in different accents at me about all the shit that we should do, and it just fucking was annoying as shit. Second I take Vyvanse, the second it kicks in, it goes quiet.
Oh.
And I'm like, what? And then the Halo 3 video, what I thought would take me 3 days, took me 8 hours. I got the video done, ready to go in 8 hours. 6 hours, actually, but Phoenix had to go through it for, like, spelling checks for me. And then I'm just like, what the fuck? And then Phoenix had to ask me, like, did you remember to eat? I'm like, yes, I remember to eat. I remember to, like, get all the shit that I needed to get. It was, I functioned. Is this what being human is like?
Yeah, when you
I wish my meds could do that for me still, but my freaking body adapted to the medication too quickly for certain ones. Other ones, like, unless I took certain ones with them, didn't work. And you know what it is? It's like, one med works, and it's like that one med that doesn't, that you don't want in the mix, you have to take for the others to work.
Oh, and just oh shit. Just a heads up to, like, everybody. Just because meds work for me does not mean they will work for you. Always consult with a medical professional about what is best for you.
And stay honest about what the meds are doing to you if you're on them.
Be completely honest, and also don't lose hope if one of them doesn't work. Like for me, I've had to go through like 7 or 8 different medications before I finally found the one that worked for me.
Yep. So yeah, never ever lie to your medical professional, and always seek a medical professional's opinion before you go on anything.
Oh my god, I could imagine just like, now I may be a medical professional, but I can't tell you what's wrong with you. What I can tell you is the entire COD Zombies lore.
Oh, I had somebody as my medical professional for a while who was as ADHD, if not more so than I am. It was, We shared brain cells too often.
Experimental one, nameless. But
It was
I'm glad it worked for you.
It wasn't. They weren't my physician for long, because I ended having to move around. But we'd used the full appointment time and some.
Craig, a bolt round I think is...
A bolt round is essentially a 20 millimeter anti-aircraft round.
I could just, so it depends on the type of bolter, but your standard bolter is going to be a 75 caliber.
No, it's bigger than a 75 caliber. It's a
20 millimeter anti-aircraft round. If you want like current day ballistic comparison.
That is.
It's literally what is shot out of most anti-air platforms, and is, if I'm not mistaken, fired out of the frickin' A-10 Warthog.
Oh.
In order to be anti-tank.
One sec, I can look. Okay, I got you. Hold on. I have a Google.
I was about to start my rant about the A-10. Had to stop myself.
Yep. Hold on.
Good catch. Good catch.
I've already gone on that rant on Good Boss's stream once before.
Listen, as much as
it is a 75
the
caliber.
A-10 is just one of those things that I don't care what anyone says. It's just it works because it's fucking designed that way. It
doesn't work.
Yeah, it is
a problem.
So a bolt round is a 75 caliber. This is roughly estimates to a 19.05 millimeter bolt round, which is just a notch below 20 millimeters. Yes. It is essentially, I grabbed a Coke can, I put a small self-propelled missile in it with enough explosive to make our modern day frag grenades blush.
You're basically having a monster tank launched at your face at terminal velocity.
So basically, it's got like a very liberal dollop of C4 on its head with some spicy Red Bull added in.
Yes.
And it's the size of Boss's fist aimed at your head.
Actually,
Getting
yes.
really technical, that also depends on the type of bolt round. Some of them don't explode.
Yeah, no, there's
the ones that don't explode. The ones that don't explode are the ones I never want to see.
Listen, chat, if you see Deathwatch, you did not see Deathwatch. If you see a Marine in black armor with a silver shoulder pad and arm, you didn't fucking see anything. Or else you will be experiencing that hollow bolt round.
Honestly, if I ever saw Deathwatch, I would just kill myself because things have gone to hell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, honestly, if you are alive at that point, the Emperor protects, and you better pray that Deathwatch is feeling merciful that day. And maybe he'll just take you along on the mission, and you'll die there instead of at his hands.
Just pray there aren't any Marines malevolent on that team.
Marines Malevolent, the most hated Space Marine chapter.
By everybody involved.
Yep. The only people that like the Marines Malevolent are weirdos. Like, genuinely, GW looked at, like, all the Chaos Space Marine Legions, all the Space Marine chapters, and then said, and I quote, "We're gonna give them the Salamander's old color scheme and make the most unlikable bastards you'll ever meet." Why were they hated? We don't know which Legion they hail from. Like, some people theorize it's Iron Warriors, because just how much they disregard everybody. But, sorry, I'm gonna go on a tangent here. The Marines Malevolent, their first actual recording of them being active was the Third War for Armageddon. And this chapter's strategy, when they were in the field, was to use a village of civilians as bait. Now, this is not uncommon for Space Marines. The Iron Hands do this. But the idea is that you use the village as bait, and then you encircle it. And then you slowly push in like a fist tightening its grip. The Marines Malevolent said YOLO and whirlwind the position with fire missiles. Because,
So,
and I quote, the orcs are Xeno scum, and those civilians deserve to perish.
So I'm on the Lexicanum right now, and their founding was M32. So it's possible.
And then they had the balls, the titanium balls, to insult the Salamander's chapter master.
To his face.
Yeah, like Tushan walked up to their captain and slugged him across the face for, and I quote, being an asshole. Like, the fucking Flesh Terrors chapter was already seen as like pretty fucking controversial in that conflict because they were friendly firing assholes. But like everyone was like, I would much rather deal with a Flesh Terror than the Marines Malevolent.
Okay, so apparently at some point, the Marines Malevolent went to Nocturne to fight the Salamanders because the Salamanders had claimed a piece of war gear that they wanted.
Yep.
That they wanted.
And note,
Yeah.
the Mechanicus went out of their way to list these guys as get fucked. Because they would attack Mechanicus fleets for arms and ammunition instead of, you know, just asking for it. That is who they're dealing with. And note, these guys...
Yeah, I'll take a Flesh Terror any day in that situation. Fuck that.
These guys also weren't supposed to get Primaris Marines. They waited for the Custodes fleet that was carrying all that, like, Primaris stuff, like, so they could make Primaris Marines for another chapter. They waited for those guys to get ambushed, waited for them to get killed, and then took it.
Captain Titus.
Well met, brothers. Any idea of our position?
That is...
Oh. Also, apparently, they apparently, during the Siege of Fenris, they just kind of showed up in front of Azrael and said, hey, we're joining you. And Azrael said no.
Yeah, go away. Like, oh my god, when people are turning down your when people are turning down your acceptance of like their requests for aid, you know you've done fucked up.
Like, you're going to what you think is a Renegade Space Marine chapter to go kill them, and you're still saying no? You really fucked up.
Yeah, they're the most hated Space Marine chapter. It's like GW went out of their way. The writers of GW went out of their way to be like, oh, you think the Flesh Terrors are bad? You think they're bad? Oh, buddy, we can make it much worse.
Listen, it's to the point that the Carcharodons are fucking Mantis and Lamenters.
Lamenters just have bad luck, I swear. There's nothing...
Okay, I'm gonna be... Have I made my opinion about the Lamenters known?
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Alright, for those that don't know, I do not like the Lamenters. Not because I think they're bad or anything, but like, it's just sad porn. Their entire story is just like, and then this happened. And I get it, like their entire shtick is like they have extremely bad luck. But like
because they didn't get the Black Thirst. They traded in the Red Thirst.
Like I said, it's just bad luck. It's just sadness porn, and I don't care for it.
In short, Murphy's Law dictates the Lamenters.
Murphy's Law picked up Occam's razor and has been cutting them apart because they can.
When you have Milo Murphy from Milo Murphy's Law, in your ship and you don't even know he's there. He's
Intentionally
not
hiding.
even hiding intentionally. They just can't find. They just don't see him. Don't see him.
Because that would actually.
He's like, why can no one see me?
But yeah,
No,
like
he's just sitting there going. Just sitting there going, man, it's really quiet today.
I'm just not a big
No,
fan of
never
them.
say the Q word. Never say the Q word.
Meanwhile, the Lamenters are currently fighting off whatever demons just punched through the.
If
through
I
their
ever
wall.
hear you say the Q word again, I
Q word?
swear
What Q
I
word?
will make the Tyranids your problem.
What Q word?
Quiet.
Quiet.
Oh.
They said it again.
But yeah, like I just they don't.
As
entertain me.
somebody who worked as a first responder,
Is that during the Leviathan assault on Val itself, they flat out were like, "Hey, sorry, we can't make it. We're in the middle of Penitent Crusade." Everybody's like, "No, no, no, we get that. Fully stay on that side of the galaxy."
Just stay where you are. Lie.
When that's my favorite.
That's actually a question I have about
The Blood Angels themselves were like, we believe in this. We genuinely believe the Lamenters are cursed.
I forget
We don't
forget
want
its name, but is the book about the Tyranid invasion of Baal any good?
Battle of Baal?
I haven't read it yet.
Which one? Do you mean like the actual like Crusade book or the lore book?
The actual book.
I don't think there
Like the
was
fluff
like.
book.
I don't think there actually was a book about like.
I could have sworn there was.
I mean, it's covered.
There was the Blood Angels Omnibus, which was the story of the Blood
Yeah.
Angels Civil War, and then Fabius Bile stealing
Yeah.
Sanguinius' blood.
Yeah, I remember reading that. That was
It was
actually
fun.
a really good omnibus. I liked it.
I have it.
Boss, now that you mentioned Milo Murphy, just among the Lamenters, unknowing to them, I can
No,
imagine
that's who
Milo
the Gene
Murphy
Father is.
being the chapter master.
He's the
No.
Gene Father of all the Lamenters.
He's like the happiest fucker in the world. Oh my god, no.
Still, my favorite omnibus to this day is still the Night Lord's omnibus.
Yeah, the
That
Omnibus.
was good.
Fun fact: the same
No, my
guy.
favorite-
The same guy.
The guy who made the female custodies died.
No, the guy who made the female Custodes. Aaron Dembski Bowden is the one who wrote the entire Night Lords trilogy.
Yep, and I fucking love him. I love the Gods of Mars omnibus as well.
Wasn't there a Blood Ravens novel too? We don't talk about them. We don't talk
We-
about
yeah, we don't
any.
talk about that
we
one.
don't talk about any book written by C.S. Gatto. We don't talk about those books. We don't.
Backflipping Terminators.
They are. No. We don't talk about it. We do not.
they
talk about
don't
those books.
exist now.
When
You know
when
it's genuinely
when
bad.
when a battle cannon goes to
It's the neighborhood. You roll your windows up and lock your car and drive through as fast as possible.
yeah no like I understand like
Camden, New Jersey.
GW
Got it.
wanted to hire more writers, but C.S. Gatto was the kind of guy that took his screenplays and then put them into books, and it's just like I hear no one complaining about those books, but the second a woman is a fucking super soldier, nope, this is canon breaking.
No, we can,
Y'all have
we
never
can't
read a
have
C.S.
that in
Gatto
our
book,
fantasy
and it
universe where
fucking
nothing
shows.
matters.
Y'all have not read a C.S. Gatto book, and it fucking shows.
Which to me, that whole female space marine thing just seemed nonsense to me. Because I'm thinking, then what are the sisters in battle?
They're not Space Marines.
They're their own thing. They're unaugmented humans.
I thought they had some minor augmentations.
They do not.
Wow.
Sisters of Battle
Nope.
are given the Black Carapace, which is just like the undersuit for the power armor,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
power armor. That's it. They are literally unaugmented. And it is literally stated in multiple sources of their own books and in their own codexes that if anyone makes the comparison, they are immediately shot.
They'll kill you.
They are very insulted by that. I know that.
Because they believe Space
They
Marines
see-
are freaks and untrustworthy mutants.
Yeah, I was
Which,
gonna
I mean,
say.
Honestly, the Custodies have the same opinion of Space Marines.
The Custodians were waiting to put everything down on the Emperor's word, and then Horus.
Thank you, Magic.
Magnus thought he was helping too. That's the thing that kills me the most. Is like,
Dad, I've come
he
to
is
save
the
you.
one-
Father, I've come to save you. You fucked everything up.
Yeah, like
I've
he
come to
lit-
save you.
Magnus, what have you done?
Magnus throws open the front door. Magnus throws open the front door. It's the house from Cat in the Hat after like that box destroyed everything.
No. No, it's Ahriman, but he walks into the he walks into the ritual that's going on. Are you winning, Father?
Oh my god, that is so fun. So, I'm rereading the book. I'm rereading it with Phoenix. But I remember this one scene because it's so fucking entrenched in my brain. After Magnus fails to convince Horus not to fall to chaos, it cuts back. He's in a room with tons of dead serfs, and Ahriman's like, Sir, for the love of God, please stop. Let's just get on a ship and go tell your dad. And Magnus is
I
like,
remember, does it?
He literally fucking pulls the Simpsons meme of, am I the problem? No.
Isn't Ahriman talking to you as Magnus is literally slitting one of their throats?
Yeah, like he's like actually killing a guy, and Ahriman's like with an honest to God smile as this person is choking on their own blood, and he's like, nonsense, Ahriman! This is the fastest way to warn Dad!
Probably about this, but at the same time, when Magnus does this kind of stuff, I can understand why the Emperor didn't tell him shit.
I'm just
hold on. You gotta understand is Magnus started doing that after everything started going to shit, though. That's like a big thing people don't understand is Magnus was reasonable to a point, and then things started going wrong.
What's the SAO? What's the SAO abridged excuse for why the guy did what he did? Fucking. You're.
His wife been making the sandwich.
Ah, fuck. What was the quote? I need to find the transcript for this.
No, it's I remember the exact scene. Because basically she's just, instead of making him the food, she goes out on a quest with her friends, and he's like, say she was no longer the woman that I married. And it's roughly something along the lines of, you killed her because she didn't get in the woman didn't get in the kitchen and make the sandwich. Something roughly along those lines.
Fuck, I'm sorry, I just need to find the transcript. Son of a bitch, it's so funny. No, bro, fuck. Stop.
I think it's episode 6.
Episode 10,
It helps.
11. I think it's 11?
No. It's like episode 6 of the abridged.
No, bro.
Because it's around the halfway point. Because it's right before Kirito goes to Pink Hair's blacksmith.
Ah, fuck, hold on.
It's before the blacksmithing episode.
I think I actually found it. Hold on.
Yep.
Ah, shit. My God,
Jesse,
it's so
we know it's the Griselda's Ghost episode. We're trying to figure out which episode number that is.
I think it's either 5 or 6. Because I
haven't watched SAO Abridged in forever.
Thank you, Jesse. Episode 6.
Okay.
Because I try and rewatch that every like 6 or 7 months just because of how much effort goes into it.
Do you not like yourself?
Oh no, it's only
Icicle
like
Bridge is hilarious. What are you talking about?
Here it is.
I'm almost 30 and I don't think it's funny.
As someone you recently murdered, this feels kind of weird to ask, but are you doing okay? You seem a bit off. Yeah, like someone just killed your dog in front of you and is now wearing it like a festive hat. What? No! What do I have to feel down about? I'm just standing here watching my hopes and dreams crumble into the uncaring void, thinking about how my business is ruined, and in all likelihood, I'm now the most wanted man on the face of the earth. Well, I mean, everyone wants to feel wanted, right? I'm gonna miss our little chats, Kirito. I mean that sincerely.
Yeah.
And frankly, I don't know what that says about me in any case. I suppose congratulations are in order. It wasn't exactly an outright victory, but at this point, I just want this whole nightmare to be over. Consider my plans thoroughly foiled. Now that you mentioned it, what was the one part of this I was never able to figure out? What exactly were your plans? This is exactly where, like, Magnus the Red lost the plot.
Yes.
You know, oh my god, no, could you imagine? 2 years, and that's what I gave you? Man, that'd be unsatisfying. But no, I did it because Metacritic.
What?
Like, the website? Oh, you know how it goes.
I can't. I'm done.
It's a tale as old as
I'm done.
It's a tale as old as video game themselves. You got a deadline looming for your new console's launch, and your only game's not exactly playable. So you panic and work for 3 weeks straight without sleep so you can get the damn thing done on time. Okay, I follow you so far, but how do we get from that to... Unfortunately, in your sleep-deprived state, you accidentally managed to create a glitch that kills players when their avatars die. Yeah, there it is. Wait, did you say accidentally? Next thing you know, your tutorial NPC is nowhere to be found, and players are dropping like Dorito-encrusted flies. Now, in this case, any sane man would simply turn off the servers before anyone else got hurt, but because you've now been awake long enough to think the government is run by Flubar, King of the Mole Men, the best idea that comes to your mind is to double, triple, and quadruple down. So you lock everyone in the game, tell them they'll die if they don't finish it, and try to make it look like this is all part of your master plan, instead of an ever-spiraling series of events that you have long since lost control of. That is the plot.
That's Magnus. That is entirely Magnus.
That is the plot of 1,000 Suns.
Magnus, because he knew enough about the warp to know you shouldn't fuck with it and did it anyway.
So you thought that critics would be harsher on a game that killed a few people by accident than one that killed thousands on purpose. That was my thought process, yes. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hey, cut me some slack, okay? Can you two even begin to imagine 500 uninterrupted hours of consciousness? Forget mole people! About halfway through, I swore I saw the face of God, until I realized it was just the night janitor Reki. On the plus side, I gave him a hell of an ego boost. Man was riding that compliment for days.
Beautiful.
Oh, fuck.
Honestly, if someone mistook me for God, I think that would do a lot for my mental health.
Oh, dude.
It would.
So, like, absolute genuine. So, gonna be very genuine with everyone right now. So, oh shit, I'm dead. Genuinely, I'm dead. Anyway, so I've been getting a lot of people messaging in the comments on my videos recently, and genuinely, I am so happy that everyone's like... One, I'm happy that people are enjoying the content. I am very much happy that everyone's loving it and having fun and understanding what the fuck I'm talking about.
It's always great.
Can I just say how happy I am that I recommended you as somebody for help and you ended up finding their video and stitching it anyways?
Yeah, I saw that, and one that was a beautiful time to promote my shit. But like, second, I made all those army guides for everyone, including how to play 8th edition. Why am I struggling on this section?
I was just like, you want to get into it, you want to learn how to do it, this is the person. I've watched all of his videos.
Oh, Zodiac Pancakes, search myself. But yeah, and the one thing that I can say without like a shadow of a doubt is that a lot of 40K content creators really they really missed the mark of, is there a time between now and the fucking point kind of a thing? Where, like, they will fill in just air instead of just get to the fucking point.
Yeah.
And not everyone is there for, like, all the intricate little details. They're not there for, like, every last little bit of information and detail. They're there to know the basics of what the fuck something is, so that way when they're talking to their friend who's into 40k, they can understand what the hell they're talking about.
And you know, perfect example, putting aside Arch's blatant racism, having 3-hour-long fucking videos doesn't help.
Which, the majority of those videos are wrong.
Oh yeah, he made up lore if he didn't have an answer to something.
Yeah.
I want you to know, I didn't know who that was for the longest time. Somebody said something, so I was like, I'll watch a video and I'll form my own opinion. As one does.
As one does.
When I tell you I had regrets.
That is one of them.
Yeah, so
I literally got, I got about part way, I want to say I can Arch so fucking hard.
No, and
I did. I'll be completely honest. I used to watch Arch, and then I kind of went back, and then I went back and watched some of his older videos. I'm like, huh, things are starting to make sense now.
Yeah, it's all starting to come together. And so I want to tell people this. So when I made the Arch video talking about like all the shit that he did, when I made that video, I have another video that shows proof of the kind of person that he is. But as well, I believe that my audience isn't a bunch of unintelligent 5-year-olds. I actually have faith that you guys are, you know, relatively able to use a search bar.
Yeah, that we are.
So competent. And like I said, I had proof on another video, and then I talked about it more. And I didn't show pictures in that video because apparently my pictures were fucking up my audio for my TikToks. So that was fucking terrible.
That's weird.
But the amount of people that have been panic messaging in my comments about Arch and like, oh god, I watch his content. Holy shit, I didn't know this. I'm so sorry. Or someone going, I genuinely didn't know. Of course.
No, the signs are there.
But not everyone sees
that's
it,
the
right?
thing, is like,
yeah.
I didn't see it. I used to watch art. That's the thing. I have not been shy saying that, like, I fell into the alt-right pipeline. I have not been shy about that. I missed everything that he did. And I made excuses. Because you don't want to think bad about a content creator you like.
Yep.
But
it was the same thing for Tobuscus for me.
Exactly.
Who?
Tobuscus, he's the guy who like made like all those game trailer music videos or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's really old YouTube.
And your blessed work help us against the orcs.
But like
probably before your time, YouTube.
Yeah, like this is like 2008-ish.
Yeah, no, like I remember his Assassin's Creed Brotherhood video. But yeah, so
that's before my time on the internet.
I need people to understand this. I don't make these videos to call out, like, to call out people except for Arch. I am educating people on what he did, because guess what, everybody? My job is to be here on the internet for your entertainment. I am literally in the trenches here. And I see shit that none of you see because you aren't online as much as I have to be.
Yeah, we are not.
So you guys, so everybody doesn't fucking see it. And then
Chronically Online is not a fun thing.
Yeah, Chronically Online is not a fun thing. I do this for a job, guys. Yeah, I'm excited for Space Marine 2, but like there's also like that background part of me where it's just like, listen, it's gonna be the most popular game for September. You're gonna play it and you're gonna abuse the fuck out of it because money. Like that's my job.
Yep.
Give me a sec,
Like,
dude.
we know that.
I'll talk about Battle of Calvin in a sec. But, I want everyone to understand, watching his shit does not speak of your character. It's how you react to the information that is given to you that speaks about your character. The majority of people who are fucking freaked out by genuinely how weird and disturbed he is as a person, yeah, that is a natural reaction to have to seeing someone being toxic and bad. It's the people that make excuses for it and try to deflect or try to say, well, then what about this? Or like with the whataboutisms. Those are the people that are problematic. You do not need to apologize for something you genuinely didn't know.
What you do after you have that information that I'm gonna judge you on.
Exactly. So, like, you don't... You don't need to worry about, like... You are not an asshole for not knowing something. You are an asshole if you know something is bad and you ignore it. Or continue to support it. My god, I'm dying a lot. But yeah,
Stop that.
Stop dying!
Stop dying.
But yeah, so like...
Dying? Just say no. You can't die without your consent.
And yeah, I do get a little bit heated, but like, when you see for the 500th goddamn time someone just blatantly ignoring what you say to do a whataboutism, you tend to get very annoyed and tired with them. Like, even today, I unintentionally snapped at somebody because I read their text wrong. I read their comment wrong. And they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, nope, that's on me. That's on me. I read the text wrong. Do not apologize for my mistake. That is all.
Grunt on TikTok?
I don't know.
No, because that wasn't me that you replied to yesterday, today.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
You're good. I didn't take it personally.
Listen, sometimes you just catch somebody on a bad day.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, like, oh
It's
god.
how it is.
The Marines gave me very thick skin. I really don't care.
I got like some fucking chud on Twitter challenged me to a debate last night, and I told him
Oh, one of
I
those
told him to
people. Oh.
fuck off because I recognized his username, I recognized his AI fucking art bullshit profile picture, and by the way, the highlight of that post, the highlight of his text message to me on Twitter was, I have a moderator that can moderate the debate. Oh, you have a moderator. You mean you have a friend that sucks you under the table, right? And it
Honestly,
won't be a debate.
The kind of people that say debate me, you're never gonna win against them.
No, and
because-
I say as much. I said as much.
Yeah.
And I literally posted about it on Twitter so that way he couldn't use me tearing into him in the private chat. Like, I showed her private chat. About me tearing into him and what he originally said, so that way he can't, like, cut out context. And then I immediately found, like, all of the shit that he said. Guy's a raging sexist and racist, by the way. Raging! Like, a woman, like, oh, I believe this man, it is in my own headcanon that this man got rejected in fucking high school for his, like, prom crush, and now has to make it everyone's problem.
Not one of those people.
Guys, if, like, I snapped at you today. But yeah, Battle of South.
Being assaulted by low intelligence individuals? Of course that never
Must be a
happened.
fucking... But yeah, so...
An internet content creator having to deal with hate? No.
Oh,
Never
what?
happens.
Okay, on to the Ultramarines get their fucking ass kicked. So...
That's why the Imperial Fists were involved.
Horus Heresy. It's 7 years in the Horus Heresy. They finally released a timeline for it. The Ultramarines have mustered their entire legion. Well, minus 50,000. At Calth. So there's like 200, there's like 170, 200,000 Marines there. And they are there to meet up with the Word Bearers. Because the Ultramarines believe that they and the Word... reason why the Ultramarines are placating the Word Bearers so much is because the Ultramarines were used by the Guilliman and the Ultramarines... Going shit. They are so fucking ready. So, how...
Vengeance for Prospero.
Yeah. Well, it's not it's vengeance from... It's vengeance for Malakia.
Hey, you know this sandcastle that you just spent the last year?
Yeah, so like...
No hard feelings?
So, the Word Bearers send about 10,000 Marines, have no idea what they think they're under attack, so they're attacking us. Oh shit. It's not until one of the company captains figures out, like, 75% of the Ultramarines Legion is destroyed. Like, percent of that force at Calth was gone.
Isn't the sergeant... Was it at Calth as well?
So on the ground,
Yeah,
there is
he's
a...
the reason they held on.
Yeah, so on the ground, it's the guy, it's a cap on Guilliman's own capital ship. That is the entire story of the Mark of Calth. Like the Battle of Calth. And the battle ends with Erebus and Corp Baron, son, Ultramarines and Word Bearers go underground, and the Shattered Legions from getting to Terra. The story is bad, by the way. It's just like Guilliman.
You know better.
It happened. They definitely didn't set up Sanguine.
Remember that for just how.
Listen, Conrad has been bodied, and it's just like.
Dark Angels were fighting Night Lords for like a good amount of time, and they finally managed to like capture Conrad. But Conrad does like the feral animal thing and goes and hides like the bowels of the Dark Angels capital ship. And Lionel gets so fucking tired of hunting him down. He's just like seal off that section of the ship, make sure no.
Yep.
And then he gets to Macragge. He finally like gets to Macragge thanks to the Pharos beacon, and he does not tell anyone. He just refuses to talk about it. And then when it turns out that like Conrad got out, he's like, "Oh no, he somehow got to Macragge." Lionel Johnson, I swear to
And then
Christ.
he almost starts a war between the Ultramarines and the Dark Angels because he decides, you know what's the best way to deal with this? I'm just gonna try to bomb him from orbit.
Oh god, it's so
in the middle of this being so fucking confused.
So shit, sorry. My brain's just like shoot. Probably. So, after, like, they have Avengers 1, the movie, in a book.
Yep.
Lionel Johnson is tasked with hunting down Conrad in the mountains. But Guilliman's like, okay, there's a tribe in the mountains. So, like, there's a tribe of my people in the mountains. So, you can't nuke them from orbit. But Lionel's just like, they hate your rule.
And what's the easiest way to deal with this problem?
And Guilliman tells him, no nukes. You can take like members of my legion, but no nukes. And Lionel solemnly swear that I will not nuke the mountain. Fingers crossed behind his back. They get to the mountain. Him, the Ultramarines captain, and the Dark Angels captain are standing looking at the mountain. Lionel Johnson turns to his officer and says, okay, nuke the mountain. And the Ultramarines officer's like, sir, Guilliman gave us explicit orders. And Lionel just looks to him, like, dead-eyed and says, I could give less of a fuck what that pencil pusher has to say. Hey, he didn't have to deal with this asshole for like 5 years. Nuke the goddamn mountain. And then after they nuke it, Lionel Johnson Lionel Johnson is staring at like this burning mountain. His fire wing comes out and they're like, okay, sir, we're ready to like push in, and he says no. Watch for his treacherous ass. I'm going up alone. He walks all the way inside into a tomb of this tribe and he's smiling.
Because of course it's Conrad.
He's got like this wide open smile. Like, damn, motherfucker, I didn't think you'd actually do it. And he said, lured you out, didn't it?
He was the worst of his bros.
And then proceeds to do the Batman comic where he breaks Batman's back.
He got Bane.
Yeah, he got Bane. Straight up got Bane. And I remember this because I was working on a demolition project for a company I was working for. And I just start laughing in the middle of work. And my supervisor's like, what the fuck are you doing?
What is the Inquisitor's status?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand.
Okay, my voice is dying.
You know,
I gotta stop.
That's what kill.
Yep. Oh my god, and that's even funnier because when he brings Conrad before court, he's like, "Yep, nope, got the treacherous swine." I was just like, "Oh, he didn't." Like shit, like spills the tea, spills the goddamn tea all over the goddamn blueprints, the documents, everything, and let's Gulliman and Sanguinius know everything Lionel Johnson did.
He felt confident that he was justified.
Yep.
In all honesty, he did all that and didn't kill him.
He didn't kill him because Sanguinius stopped him.
Lionel knew the consequences. I'm gonna let him live so that he can tell everybody about this. The easiest solution would just beat him.
He didn't have a choice.
Kill him.
So before we leave, I'm gonna explain like Lionel Johnson's line of thinking. So Lionel Johnson's very much a person that believes the ends justify the means, because like his motto is loyalty is its own reward. So he does not care how the job gets. He does not care how the job gets done. He just cares that it gets done. In the Deathwing. He does not give a shit.
You Dreadwing.
Yep, looking at you, Dreadwing. That's his entire character in the Horus Heresy. He is his entire character is the ends justify the means. I don't give a shit, and why should I? And then like it has to be like painfully explained to him by Gulliman what he did and how he did it was wrong. And he has to sit there and take that lecture, and he can't argue with it because it's his two brothers tearing into him. Because as they point out, you nuking the mountain made more of those clans that were loyal to us rebel. Because if we're willing to nuke them from orbit and not meet them in honorable combat, you gotta remember, was raised in the woods for until he was a teenager. And when you no one gets to talk about like how he lived, no one gets to judge him for how he had to survive, but in life, and he's just applying that same logic. But Gulliman and Sanguinius, who lived very different lives from him, understand that you can't just rip out the throat. Sometimes you need but he decided that throwing a grenade into a Little League hockey game was the best solution for the problem. Like that's an overreaction. That's the overreaction he had. There
started a fight.
Yep. He didn't understand why Leman Russ felt like he didn't understand why Lehman Russ wanted to kill the guy who was insulting him, because it was just like, we're gonna kill him anyway. Why are you making a big deal out of it? Because he insulted my and my legion's honor. That deserves a beheading from me personally. But Lehman Russ, because Lehman Russ was the one who threw the first punch. He recognizes how childish he was being, and realized that, like, yeah, no, Lionel was right. I was wasting time being angry, and started laughing about it. But Lionel didn't get the joke. Well, didn't get the point, so he just knocked.
Time to leave.
Books. That's it.
Yeah, here. Like, I know these people aren't being... I know that's not it.
No.
He is literally someone who was raised in an environment
mostly by wolves
that did not teach him those cues.
He is the most pragmatic individual.
Also, even out after, you know, growing up in the forest when he was rescued by the Knights, the Knight Society was a very, hey, fix that problem he was surrounded by.
Yeah. And raised in the wild kind of a thing. They don't get social and political consequences. They don't get it. And it's not because they're stupid, it's because they literally don't know any better. And Lionel...
Because those don't exist in their world.
Yeah. It's shown later in the books that he had time to reflect upon his actions and everything he was chewed out on. And he's sitting there for like 10,000 years in this fucking coma with only his thoughts to keep him company, including the criticisms of Gulliman, Sanguinius, Lehman Russ, Corax, all of them. And he's like, oh god, I'm a bad person. He actually thinks he's a bad person.
It genuinely took him that long for the civics lesson to sink in.
Yeah. So, like, in short, read Lion, Son of the Forest. It's great. Anyway, I'm gonna get going because my throat hurts. I need to fill up on water, and I need to get this Halo 4 video fully edited and out by tonight for Patreon. So, you all have a fantastic night. Tomorrow we will be streaming Space Marine 2. So, get ready for that. And you all...
Oh, that's right. It goes live tomorrow, which I don't have access to.
It goes live early tomorrow for people who pre-order.
I do. Yeah, I'll be playing it.
But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.